Yeah.
So you know how I used to be a fashion model, right? Did Nike, did Burberry.
You got fucked in the ass, didn't you?
Let me finish the story.
Oh.
I would have told you this by now. You already did an interview.
Spoilers. No, you didn't get fucked in the ass because you didn't pop off.
I didn't get fucked in the ass, right? As soon as I got signed to a modeling agency, this is the lingo they started using. You're going to be a star. You're going to be a star.
Yeah.
Everybody in the modeling agency, everybody who runs the industry, all gay men. It's all like European gay guys, fruity dudes. Every single, like literally 90. I'm not exaggerating, chat. 95%. Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
I wouldn't say they get off on like just gayness. Sometimes they fuck women. They get off on power. On power. You know what I mean?
But they were really fruity, and that was part of the industry, right? So they kept saying lingo like, "You're going to be a star. You're going to be a star." They tried to sell that stardom to me, right? And so I'm like, fine. I want to make some money on the side. So I did some shoots, and like I wasn't really booking stuff, right? A couple months goes by.
Where are we going with this? Where are you going with this one, bro? I'm scared.
I'm not booking a lot of things. Like you need to build your book. You need to go build your. You need to have more photos, right? I'm like, it's fine. Like I'll take some photos, and I'm wearing. And they're like, you need to have a professional photographer, right? So then they send me to this guy, this book creator, or whatever. And I was just watching Eyes Wide Shut. And it's a similar thing. Like drugs will open up a portal, and that scene in Eyes Wide Shut, when Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman are having that argument when she starts saying that she wants to go fuck the naval officer right before she's smoking weed. And then they have all these demonic conversations. That's when everything opens up. So they send me to this photographer. He's in Harlem. He's smoking weed, right? It's in the middle of the day. It's like 9 a.m. I have a video to do later, so I'm going to stop in and do the shoot. And I see the entire table laid out, and I see the entire wardrobe that he has. There's dresses, there's bras, there's women's jewelry, there's like just all these fruity stuff, feathers, all this stuff. And he's like, he's offering me weed. And I said, no, I don't want to do it. And we walk outside, and he sets up the giant, the white backdrop and all this stuff. And he says, put on a dress. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know. It's like, no.
Whoa, he said it like that?
He said like, put on this dress. And then I'm like, I'm not comfortable doing it. And it's like, okay, that's fine. And they're like, let's find a new spot. So we pack up the whole thing, the white stuff, and we go to a different side of the park. He's like trying to see if I'm going to become comfortable with it. He says like, put on this feather thing. I'm like, I'm not wearing that. Like, I'm not going to do that. And then my agent calls me. It's like, you're giving him a hard time. Like, what's going on? You need to build your book. Like you said, you need to make more money. Like you need to build your book. I'm like, fine. So he gives me like this corset thing. This picture's like all over the internet. He's wearing this. I'm sure you've seen it. It's like this thing, whatever. It's this white thing. Put it on, and then take some pictures. It's like goes in Vogue and this stuff. And then he tells me like he wants me to. He's like, okay, now let's do this. Let's do the bra. It's like it's just expression. They're like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to wear that. And then just ends the shoot. And then the shoot's over. None of the photos really, like it didn't help. I didn't book anything from it. But if you think about it, that entire process was a test from the industry. They were trying to break you down. They're trying to see how far they could take you. They're trying to see, can I make this guy a bitch? Am I going to be able to own him? Can I get him high? Can I let him wear whatever we want? And then we'll book. So basically, they control all the bookings. They have the contacts with all the biggest ones. I got some. I walked for Burberry, did Nike, did all this stuff, right? They have all the connections, and they wanted to see if I was going to be able to go as far as they wanted me to go. And I said no. Like, of course, I wore some stuff, and I'm like, I didn't really like think about it that far. But that's what all of that was, a humiliation ritual. All of that was a test to see if once they get those pictures, once they get you like that, you can't really come back from that. You've sold a part of your principles. You sold a part of what you said you wouldn't do. You've done something for money that beforehand you would have never even conceptualized. But they make you think, they sell you a dream like you're going to be a star. They try to give you weed afterwards. Like after the shoot, right after I can talk about this now. After the Burberry shoot, I don't want to name drop this guy, but one of the leading fashion designers in the industry, right? He's name dropped in all these rap songs. They do a party afterwards. I'm not invited, but they brought like a third of the models, right? And this guy's bisexual, just like all the other guys. And they're doing drugs. There was some weird stuff like in the other rooms. I don't want to speak too much about it, but after the fashion show, pretty much like that becomes an orgy, and a lot of people. That's when the fashion designers can engage in what they can use the models as they please, and not just the girls, but the guys too. So, and I've heard this guy's name like dropped in a lot of, but yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because people are gonna expect me to roast you and stuff, but I had the exact same experience, fitness modeling, and when I was working, I had to get parts, and it was some movie TV parts would be like, you're either a bouncer or a criminal. You think you can do that? And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm both of those in real life, but I wouldn't tell them, right? It was fucking weird, but yeah, it was like in jeans, topless, I'm like, why the fuck's this scene taking so fucking long? This is like a tryout. What's that called? An audition, bro. And then I realized, oh, he's not even just like ogling me when I was steroided up and shit. He's seeing how much conversation he can have in a casual tone with me and for how long. So if I sat there like without a shirt, right, and had this long conversation with him casually for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, then they stop becoming your whatever, they become your friend.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a very aggressive cold kid. So I'd be like, hurry the fuck up with this. Right? What the fuck? And I'd talk to my agent. I want to tell them, and they'd hear how aggressive I am. So they'd be like, oh, this guy, we're not fucking this guy in the ass ever. And then I work at clubs that would have like a gay section at a fucking birthday party, some rich gay dudes. And then the gay dudes would be like, you are just so hot, but you're too straight. Like, no one would ever try you and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, thank God that I was fucking that angry and stuff. But if I was in fitness, or excuse me, fashion is where it gets the gay yes. Like, you're surrounded and shit. And you know what's crazy is like any profession you go into that has none of this stuff, still your boss could be a predatory gay dude. Like, I've had normal jobs where it's like the boss just hired me because I'm fucking good looking to them. I'd be working at a bar. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like nothing. This is not Hollywood. This is just at our bar and stuff. And then I realized, like, whoa, dude, he fucked a woman. He's not gay, but he always fucks in one way. I can get you promoted, Stacey. Every single OnlyFans girl shares this experience in LA. Like, all of them. They just don't admit it because oh, my agency got me rich, but every agency is like this. Hey, are you asleep? We're letting you sleep here. And they tell me all these stories. Like, they start fucking telling me when we're all alone. I'm like, why don't you just leave the agency? And they go, no, they've done so much for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, go back to being molested.
They try to make you think that they're your friend, but it's never a friendship. It's always business. But that's the illusion. I heard that all the time, and I had a reputation in the people thought I was hard to work with. I got a bad reputation. Like, they said the reason I was never booking was because they think that I'm difficult. I had a difficult tendency because I would talk and I would have it like everyone. You're basically just supposed to show up and be a mannequin.